As he's talking to you, this voice is given shape as an elf in white robes steps out from the mist. You see that the robes are very long and flowing and have embellishments of like a silver that turns green in the light that traces the edges of the robe. He walks up again, about 30 feet away from you, close enough that you can see him, and says, why have you come seeking this place?
Wrong person to ask. I knew it. I was like, damn it, this is the wrong person. Honestly, I don't know. I wanted to go on top of the mountain and they made me come here.
Do you say that?
Just say it.
I don't know why. I forgot. Somebody
I mean, you can say that.
Think about the other people in the group.
You know what? I'm going to say I forgot.
Seems an awful long distance for someone to travel.
Well, I have a group. I have a group of friends.
You do? Where are they?
Will wants to kill me.
Inside check them.
I'm gonna inside check him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't expecting this to be the gateway.
I'm sending my brain to
gonna die. He's gonna come stab us in our sleep.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Ren will see him.
With his 3.
Do I hear? I don't hear this.
I rolled a 1.
Oh my god!
So, this guy seems really important to Taffy. He seems very trustworthy. And he after all, he revealed himself to you. It's not like he tried to kill you or anything.
I'm gonna ask him what. I'm gonna say, what's
Ren,
your name?
You can't make out what they're saying, but you can hear voices distinctly. You can hear that there is a male voice.
Can I?
And accompanying Taffy's.
So
I'm going.
Wait. I'm gonna send Harold to get you,
Okay.
so you can find me.
Well, I was just gonna go to the sound. I'm going to
Oh, well, you could do
shake
that too.
Sarnorin awake. Just kind of like,
See, before he
Whoa,
started
what,
talking
what?
to me, I was gonna go get Sarnorin to figure it out, but then he started talking to me, and now we're here.
Taffy's by herself. Watch over the rest of the group, and then I'm gonna turn and go.
Okay.
I'll ask again. Where are your friends? Where are the ones that accompany you? This is a dangerous place, and I don't want any harm to befall them or myself, my people.
Taffy!
Over here,
Yoo-hoo!
Marco.
Polo!
It's a miracle we've made it this far.
It really is.
It really is.
He kind of massages his temple for a moment. And says, perhaps you can answer my question. Why are you here? Why have you sought this place out? Do you know how dangerous it is to be here?
We weren't sure this place was real.
It is. It's very real. And in fact, that's what makes it so dangerous. If you don't have any particular business here, I would suggest that you leave.
We've been told that you all can speak to the dead here.
We can, yes. The rumors that you've heard are likely somewhat true, somewhat false. We tend to get a bad reputation from those who don't understand the nature of our gift and the nature of our people.
Maybe you could help us understand. There are some that we need to talk to. there's something greater going on in the world that we're trying to figure out. And we think that some of our friends who have gone before, if you will, might know might have some answers for what's happening here.
At the very least, let's talk about this a little further from the fog. It is dangerous for those without the gift to be in the presence of this place. He holds a hand up for a moment, pulls out a piece of twine from his pocket, and whispers something into it, placing it back inside. Says, if you would, please lead me to where your friends are. We'll navigate a bit further away and continue our conversation there.
I would like to insight check him.
Oh boy.
Don't roll
Oh
one.
boy.
There happened to be a can attached to that he talked into.
Figuratively or literally?
Can I use persuasion?
What'd you roll?
8.
Well, that's better than a 1.
Why do we send you two places?
Y'all didn't. We just took watch.
He seems mostly trustworthy. I mean, you don't know very much about this place, and he does indeed appear. It's not like he's shoddily dressed. He's dressed very well, and he's also offering to lead you away from this place and speak with you and your friends on your own terms. So you're not at all threatened by him, and you feel that his intentions are genuine.
Come wake my butt up. I'll insight check him.
You gonna punch him?
Me?
Cheryl cast know the truth.
What do you think, Taffy?
Prepared.
What are you asking me? If we should bring him back to the group? This is out of character. Sorry, I genuinely don't know what you're asking me.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, Taffy's gonna say yes because she rolled a 1 and trusts him. So.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Come on.
So,
I want to keep him like within my sight though,
okay.
as we're like walking by.
On your good eye, not your dead eye.
I can see out of both my eyes.
Oh! The one that's always...
Doesn't always.
It's always farting?
It only does that when he's casting magic.
Yeah, it doesn't just leak constantly.
My eyes.
Oh, my eye is leaking.
There's a leak in the boat.
Where did he go? I don't know. Follow the trail of smoke from that guy.
We get it, you vape.
Nice. Yeah,
Got
so
a
we'll,
7 in
we'll-
the chat.
We'll walk back.
Ooh, thanks, chat.
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 He follows closely behind so as to make sure not to lose sight of you and that you are indeed leaving the area. After a short walk, he sees the rest of your group, and I suppose all of you are woken up.
Yes.
Sarnoran, you waking us up?
I guess. Everybody up. Everybody up. They're coming back with a person.
Why do you sound like that?
It's his morning voice, you know. I'm tired.
Coffee yet?
As the group begins to stir, he formally bows and says, "It is a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Arendriel. I am a native here of this place."
And what is this place? The swamp? Cheryl don't know we we're close.
This place is
Right.
the outskirts of Mistkeep. I've been told that you were seeking this place out for some purpose, perhaps to speak to those who have passed beyond.
So we did find it.
You're here to help us get there, or
Well, perhaps some explanation is in order. As I told your friends, rumors you may have heard might not be as true as you would believe. It is indeed true that we are able to converse with the dead here, but only those with the gift may do it properly. And that gift is only reserved for a small number of our kind.
Who bestows such a gift?
Our bloodline, as far as we are aware, it becomes readily apparent at birth. You
And-
see, this place is entangled with the afterlife in such a way that people and things that you have a close connection with can be recalled from their place of resting. But if not properly prepared and not properly focused, one might call something else instead.
And
what is this something else?
It can be anything. It can be a misrepresentation of the dead. It can be a demon, even. It's for this reason that our existence here is only for those that have the gift. Any others that are born into our line pose a great threat to themselves, the people that live here, and ultimately the surrounding area.
How do you know you
I
have
wanna
it?
insight check that.
As I said, it's readily apparent when someone is born. Very often we see that birth being a pivotal experience in life. A child might call into being something familiar to them or something unfamiliar.
How do you determine who is allowed to be on the receiving end of this gift?
We determine nothing. It's simply by happenstance.
That people just make it here and get a chance to communicate?
Not people that make it here, no. People that are born here, people...
Oh, sorry, no,
Like-
not. I was asking like how do strangers get a chance to come and experience the gift?
It's not something that I've ever been asked, and it's not something our people have been asked in, I'd imagine, quite some time. We've, as I'm sure you're aware, been cut off from society, somewhat of our own, and
Your own
somewhat
protection.
of our own doing, yes.
Well, we actually just came from a place similar to that.
It's kind of a theme.
I want to insight check if this person's telling the truth about like protecting the outside world
Okay.
from possible dangers, or if they're like doing some shady shit in there and he doesn't want us to know, like he's trying to scare us
Ooh.
away.
I was afraid they were like killing the children that didn't have a gift.
You do know that rumor is that they send the children with that they deem unworthy downriver.
Acting like the Egyptians right now.
By the way, we have an advantage in the chat, and it is a natural 20
Go!
Oh,
from
Not
Atlas
bad.
Seeker.
very nice.
Not the bad.
Thank you, man. Good to see you. Or
I-
hear you, or roll you. Yes.
Or roll you.
Roll you.
Roll you.
Could roll you.
Roll me, roll me.
What'd you roll, Cheryl?
I got a 11. Rolled a
Okay.
2.
He seems.
We have the 7 in the chat if you want that.
That's fine.
Okay.
He seems honest, but it also seems that he's not told you everything, specifically about the reason why they're shut off from the rest of the world.
So how have you had anything severely dangerous happen? How do you know that these things can be brought from other realms, and how can they cause harm if they're just spirits that seem to be tied to this place and your people's gift?
Make a persuasion check.
Ooh.
We were
We were
muted,
muted, so we had to unmute. So.
I was wondering
That's
why
why
it was
the
like
delay.
kind of delayed, but also at the same time.
Yeah.
I went from an 18 to a 4, so I got 8 total.
What's that?
8 total on the persuasion.
Okay. He says, that depends on who you ask.
Well, I'm asking you.
People from outside Mesquite have a poor opinion of us.
It's not what we've heard.
It's not. Who
Not
have
to
you
my
been talking
knowledge.
to?
I mean, we were told to come to this place that it could help us. I don't see how that could be negative.
Perhaps the times are changing. Perhaps enough time has healed old wounds.
So how long has it been since there was danger enough to be cut off?
Arsenaway, I'm going to have you also make a persuasion check.
Oh. Gosh, should I use the dice? Oh, let's just try it. Okay, well, this is definitely for Alex.
You have an
I'm
11
having this dice.
advantage if you need it.
11.
Okay. He pauses for a moment, and seeing that all of you are not extremely apprehensive and genuinely curious, "30 years ago, and I'm sure you've heard of what occurred during that time. Eamos the Prophet was slain by Gravid
Yes.
Highcrest.
Yeah.
Not many today are aware of the finer details, but I'd imagine most still know that that event happened here.
No, we don't know that, right?
You don't.
That I remember.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, group.
No, we don't know that.
No, and actually, in fact, I think it's quite possible. Well, not quite possible. It is true that that history has been unkind to the story from a certain aspect, and so we're trying to uncover a lot of the secrets. But also along that, there are those who need some kind of communication or closure. And that's why we came here.
I can see that you all are willing to listen to all sides of the story, so I do hope that this comes across correctly, but Eamos was a guest here. We try our best to remain neutral in the ways of the world.
That's bad, y'all.
In that case, we're wanted by lots of people. No,
Okay, wait, who is Eamos again?
Eamos, according to the prophecy, is the bad person in the story from
What is the painted lady's name?
Iramor.
Very close.
And she's
It is similar.
she's the pale lady.
Arsenoe's got it all figured out, y'all.
She
I'm
is
trying.
painted pale.
I'm trying so hard.
You got the lady part of it.
Having a barb?
The lady.
Sorry, I'm trying so hard.
She's a lady. You got that?
lady.
Okay, so Earmore and Ear Moss. That's our two people.
In any case, when Eamos
What's
was
wrong with me?
slain, the world heard of it, and Imsford in specific. Our people up to that point had been mostly concentrated here, but occasionally made their way out into the rest of the country. In only a few short years, we began to be persecuted as...
Your mic cable's doing that thing again.
Sounds like this.
Better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a new mic cable.
Mhm.
In only a few short years, we began to be persecuted as traitors to the cause, and for fear of eventually those cries turning to violence.
So, did the king come here specifically for Eamos, or were they also a guest in some way, or were they invited to communicate in a neutral space?
The king came here after learning Eamos's presence. I can only guess, but we, as a people, have always believed that a former of our own, an elf named Elwind, was instrumental in turning over Eamos to the king.
Okay, wait. Cheryl is shaking. Sam is shaking your head. I don't remember Elwind right now. But you do, Cheryl?
Oh, I thought you were just getting a clarification of the name. I was like, yeah, that was the name. I don't.
Oh.
He was pulling
Cheryl
a correct
would know
bow right
that
there where he was
Elwind-
just shaking his head.
Cheryl would know that Elwind was the court wizard, or the high mage of Innocent.
Oh,
That's
The
right.
one
That's
that
the
was being a total
person.
jerk.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the
Yes.
guy that killed me?
that's the one that revived
Yep.
Taffy.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I thought that.
Okay. So Alex, back up. What happened with him?
They imagine that Elwind, who was an elf of Mistkeep, turned Eamos over to Grabbant Highcrest, or at least gave away his hiding place.
Do we
And
think that Elwyn was an unworthy?
Not sure.
Since that has to be it. Since they're not there.
But he would have
Either that or they're worthy and they decided their powers for evil.
Because that was 30 years ago. Okay.
Conspiracy theories with
We're uncovering everything.
Conspiracy theories with Becca.
We're blowing the roof off the whole thing.
Becca just pulled a full Charlie from It's Always Sunny when he has the whiteboard with all the red string everywhere.
Orson Wade, she's like, look, I told you.
That would be the best cosplay ever. Would be to be Arson away, like as Charlie from
Charlie.
It's Always Sunny. It just have a map of like all of Alex's
Yes.
world.
Oh my god. Please.
Halloween costume.
Eamos is the pale lady.
The painted lady.
The painted lady. Not pale, she's painted.
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Wait, what about the two that were named the same? What were their names again?
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Poor Alex.
Oh my god.
That's what he gets for calling somebody syphilis. I'll pay that.
I deserve it. I really do. So, and Erendriel continues. He says, in fear of these persecutions turning to violence against our people, we sunk our home further into the connection that it had to the afterlife in order to hide it. And I hope that in time as you've shown evidence of, old wounds would heal.
To be honest,
You,
the old wounds probably aren't healed from Inniset. Inniset actually has been a place of injustice for quite some time, and I imagine,
Seem to hold a grudge.
yeah. So they were not the ones that suggested we come here.
you seem to be
And-
kind of a secret. Not talked about by anyone.
Would you like to keep it that way if we can? But he pauses for a moment, thinks on the conversation you've had thus far, reconnecting his eye line with all of you. He says, Perhaps we'd like to have an audience with our queen, Eleniel. I think the information that you carry would be of great importance to her, and possibly to the rest of our people.
As he's talking, I want to walk up to Ren and whisper, "Do you think they can turn me back to 18 here?" They seem like they might have that power.
We can ask.
I
Also,
wanna
hey
ask-
Meech, and thanks for the sub.
Thank you for the sub. What's
I
up?
want to ask him as we're walking into the Mistkeep.
Yeah, and we agree to see the queen.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that was Taffy's way of agreeing.
Yeah. Since so you speak of these demons and things that could make their way out, but I guess I'm having a hard time understanding how you can manifest something such as like a spirit or a being in a solid form. Is it just a projection, or are these actual people, or do they need some kind of host?
This place is... How do I put this? A sort of in-between for those who have passed on from this world. And when you, whether intentionally or unintentionally, call a being to cross over, to meet you here at this halfway point, if you mistakenly call the wrong person, you might get something you didn't expect.
Cheryl's gonna kind of glance back at Taffy, not like,
Oh.
not super noticeable, but just kind of like looking around and then kind of like dropping an eye on Taffy for like a half second. And then kinda
Taffy
walking back around.
I'm not looking at you. Oh, God, you saw me.
As you guys continue to walk,
You got a
the
lot
Hang
fog
on.
is
Hang on, Alex. Your mic again.
I think it's good.
good.
Yeah, sometimes it just does it and then it's done. It's like, psh,
No, it's still going right now.
it's still, it's like every couple of seconds. It's,
Good.
seems good.
Yep.
Seems okay, yeah.
Okay.
You might just need a
Um,
gaff tape it.
Yeah, stop breathing.
I need a new mic cable. This is
Just don't move at all.
Yeah, don't breathe on it anymore.
Don't touch
Continuing
it,
to
don't look at it.
follow.
Don't think about it.
Sorry,
Continuing to follow your new friend further into the fog, you notice that you're taking somewhat of a winding path, staying on the dry land, and avoiding many of the rivers and puddles that divide it. You begin to notice that there's more and more water the further in you go, and that fog does get thicker. He calls back to the rest of you. He says, "There's actually little threat of anything manifesting this far out from the halfway point, as we put it earlier. But I would ask you, for your own safety and mine, please do try to keep your thoughts in check.
So don't think of the Stay Puft Hello, man.
Yeah, basically. I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
Everyone?
Oh.
Good at.
Question, is it against magic?
I'll say yes.
I get advantage.
Nat 20.
As do I.
Don't forget we have a 7 in the chat
Still-
and an 11 for Arsenic.
Is this for charm magic?
It is not.
And I still have advantage, right?
Yeah, it's an 11 though that
It's an
was
int?
already rolled.
In save?
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
18.
21.
Nice.
Dang. High rollers.
Dude, we high rollers today. Let's
High
go
rollers.
to
7.
Oh,
12.
God. You continue to follow Arendriel into the fog. And at certain points, you actually lose sight of him. But quickening your pace, closing the distance between all of you, you're able to catch back up. In one of these particular instances, though, as his outline disappears into the fog and you begin to unconsciously search for him as you quicken your pace, you feel another presence come upon you. One that shares the shape of Arendriel, but is not him, in fact. I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh!
Give my hat back, Jordan.
You turds.
Taffy,
Should've rolled higher.
I'm sorry, Morgan, can you change the song to Impulse?
Yeah.
Oh, impulse.
Impulse.
Damn.
We're retiring this dice.
While
Yeah, throw it
while we
away,
do this,
burn
I'm
it.
gonna go get the jar of pickles out of the fridge. So I'll be right back.
Just tell us your initiative first.
Yeah, I'm rolling it. 19.
Nice.
Okay, BRB.
Okay. Cheryl, what'd you roll?
14.
Nice. And
8.
okay.
I got you beat, Will.
Ren, what'd you get?
5. I retired
And-
that dice for the night.
Arsinoe.
18.
Nice. Your dex mod is higher than Taffy's, I believe.
Yeah, but was hers 19?
She rolled 19 out.
Yeah, she rolled 19.
Oh, did she? I thought
Yeah.
she said 18.
I said 15. So
Okay.
5.
As the form that has now appeared in front of you begins to take shape, you see that it is, as I mentioned before, a humanoid shape, but it is absent of the long flowing robes that you're familiar with from Arendriel. As he notices the same thing, he whips around and he says, "This is what I was afraid of." This hunched over being seems to have almost crawled out of the mud itself.
Ew!
Its flesh shows hanging off of its bones just barely. Its jaw kind of disconnects, hanging at an angle with a few teeth still hanging on to the inside of its mouth. With it only 5 feet away from your group, it doesn't quite have the chance for an attack, but it is an immediate threat. Taffy, you're first up in the initiative order. What would you like to do?
Oh shit. Can you give me a quick rundown of what I see? Because I wasn't here.
There's a zombie directly in front of the party.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Firebolt on it.
Okay. It's basically kind of in the middle of all of you, so you're within 5 feet of it. If you cast Firebolt, you'll
Yeah,
have
I'll do
disadvantage.
Sword Burst then.
Okay,
So it means to
is
make a
that-
deck save.
gotcha.
Did you do instead, Morgan?
Sword Burst.
Let's see. What is this?
That new?
I just don't use it very often.
Does a 14 save?
The save is a 14, so
It saves.
it saves. Okay. Oh wait, it says all creatures within 5 feet of me. Would that make everybody do it? Like I don't know where we
yes.
are. Okay, well then can I not do that?
Sure. Pick something else.
Shocking grasp.
Okay.
Shocking.
Can I? Do you want me to take the same roll that you just had to make it fair?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
keep the 14.
Okay, so that is a 14 hit.
Wait, I'm confused.
It's not a save.
It's not a save. Okay, no, just go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, well I rolled a. I had just rolled and it was. I don't remember. It was a 22 hit.
A 22 hits, yes.
Sorry, I made that so complicated.
It's okay.
That is 9 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Almost as
It also
out of
can't
instinct.
take reactions until the start of its next turn.
That's fantastic, considering you guys are all within 5 feet of it. As a quick reaction, seeing this this hobbled over figure instead of Arendriel, who you were expecting to see, you reach out your hand, touch it, and you see lightning course through it, igniting some of the flesh that hangs off of its bones as it kind of like repositions itself.
So I'm switching to combat cam, but I need to know what I need to put on the combat cam, like on the board.
Don't worry about that.
Oh,
Not for
just
this.
Just keep it on main for now.
Yep.
Okay.
So how much? You said 9 points.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Next,
And then
anything?
I will
Yeah.
bonus action disengage because I can do that now.
Okay.
And I'm going to get about 20 feet away.
Okay.
Okay.
You all see Taffy ignite the flesh on this zombie in front of her, and then nimbly dive backwards out of the way. Taffy, as you make your way backwards about 20 feet, you're still on dry land, but you find yourself backed up against a tree, and though you can see the outlines of your friends ahead, it's hard to make out exactly what's going on. Arsenaway, you're up next in the initiative order.
Okay. All right. So they. Oh, you know what? That's silly. Let me pin this so it's bigger for us. Okay.
That's not what's happening.
Yeah, we're right there.
That's not it. We're not worried about the
Yeah.
combat cam for this.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, you're all basically face to face with this zombie right now.
Little Zamboy.
Little Zamboy. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know how to do that. Okay. I'm gonna punch it. Punch it.
Okay. Punch it.
I'm just saying that a lot because I felt like I said it weird twice. So said it weird a bunch of times. Okay. Wait. I forgot how to roll things. I just rolled my damage. Damn it. Okay. Non-natural 20.
And Arsenaway have to go first.
Sorry. A non-natural 20.
Leave
That
me
hits.
alone. I was trying my best.
I know. You have a lot going
See,
on.
and that's why I never use sword burst.
8 points of damage, Alex.
Okay.
And then 24 to hit.
That hits.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to use my bonus action. I don't want to spend a key point, so I'm just gonna hit a third time.
Okay.
Okay. 21 to hit.
That also hits.
Sweet. Oh, so low.
Broken ass character.
6 points.
Okay.
Pop.
As soon as you see Taffy shock and grasp this thing and dive back into the fog, you know that it's vulnerable, and you just begin lashing out. The zombie's slow movements are in no way able to keep up with your quick monk-like reflexes. As you pummel this thing, you see bits of its body, a couple of bones actually falling out of place and meeting the ground below it. It's not looking great. Cheryl, you are next up in the initiative order.
So the thing's not looking good at all.
No, it's not.
I'll try and whack it with my mace.
Okay.
My devotee sensor.
Whack 'em.
Whack 'em.
That's a to hit.
Whack ball.
What?
It's a 5 to hit.
That misses.
Oh no! Really?
A bit unfamiliar with your weapon, you begin swinging it above your head, and as you begin to throw it down, the momentum that it had circling over top actually carries it wide left, and it impales itself in the moist ground, sinking into the mud. It actually takes you a second to kind of like pull it back out.
Then I'm going to bonus action spiritual weapon. And try and hit it with that.
Okay. Make your attack.
It's a 15.
A 15?
6. 1 6.
Okay, that hits.
That is 7 points of damage. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting like messages from everybody right now trying to figure out.
No, you're good.
How many points?
It was 7, yeah.
Okay. As you are pulling out your devotee's sensor from the mud, you call into being your spiritual weapon. It takes a swing at the zombie, and while it's kind of lumbering over towards you, the weapon cuts it across the back, and it falls into the mud. Let's see. Does he stay dead? Oof. You wait for a moment, being somewhat familiar with fighting undead, and you find that this particular one is no longer moving. You're out of combat for the moment.